everyone! Welcome to another edition of Bedtime Stories with me, Stephanie Morin. I would like to take this opportunity to thank you for tuning in so far, and I very, very much appreciate it if you would like and subscribe to my channel to get more updates on my stories. Today, we are going to read a childhood classic of mine, Skippyjon Jones and the Doghouse. Now, this was a book of my childhood. I remember reading this to every single first grade class when I was a kid, and ever since then, it has become one of my favorite stories. I also have the sequel, which is just Skippyjon Jones. I have Skippyjon Jones in Mummy Trouble, and I have Skippyjon Jones in the Big Bones. It was only till recently that I learned that there was more, oh god, there's more. So, without further ado, let's get right on to the first book, Skippyjon Jones in the Doghouse. This is the title page here. I wonder whose feet are sticking out. And that tail. Between the hours of 1 p.m. and 3 p.m., Skippyjon Jones created his finest piece of artwork ever. I wonder what that could be. You see him? I think he's drawing on the walls. Now, every little kid, I'm pretty sure you've done it at some point, or your parents have done it at some point, rather, have drawn on the walls, and their parents were just like, "Oh, kid, stop drawing on the walls." It went up and down and all around the newly painted hall, and this rubbed his mama's fur the wrong way. "Drop that crayon right now, Mr. Doodlepaws," commanded Mama Junebug Jones. "You're not the boss of me," said Skippyjon Jones. "In your dreams, Mr. Beans," said Mama. "I cannot believe that in 2 quiet hours you covered the walls with those cockeyed chihuahuas," she scolded. "You are not a chihuahua. You are a naughty Siamese cat, and you need a timeout to think about that." The kitty boy did not budge. So as you can see, that's his mama, with Skippy, with the big ears. You see how he can be a chihuahua with those big ears? And these are his 3 little sisters. I can't really tell them apart. But Junebug can be very persuasive. "If you think more like a cat," she said, "Mama will catch you a mouse, big and fat. I'll dip it in butter and roll it in cheese. All you must do is think. Siamese. And stay out of your closet, or you'll really be in the doghouse," she added, putting him into his room. In fact, Skippyjon Jones was thinking before Mama Junebug Jones even left. So as you can see, this is a pretty cool room. It's a Blockspell Chihuahua, as you can see right there. These are his little sisters are fooling around in his room. I love the design of this place. I had my bedroom was like this at one point. He was thinking of bouncing. "Doghouse," repeated Skippyjon Jones, beginning to bounce. First he bounced high, then he bounced low, pointing his rear to the chair down below. "Everyone knows from my big ears to my toes, I am not a Siamese cat. I'm Skippyjon Jones, a chihuahua to my bones. And that's what I think about that." See him? He's bouncing. I personally loved to bounce on my bed as a kid. But he missed the chair and went careening into a pile of stuffed animals. "Oof! Holy jalapeno!" exclaimed Skippyjon Jones, pulling a bird from his ear. The little bird says there is a Bobolito in the doghouse. Quicker than you can say, Skippyjon Jones, Skippyjon Jones, Skippyjon Jones. The kitty boy climbed into his mask and cape. Then, using his very best Spanish accent, he began to sing. Oh, my name is Skippito Fresquito, and I heard from a little birdito that the doggies have fled from the gobbling head, who goes by the name of Bobolito. This is his mask. He doesn't really know how to put on a mask. The mask is supposed to go on your head. Can you see? At least he knows to put the cape on, right? And this is him in the pile of stuffed animals. Silly kitty. Down the hall, Mama and the girls squeezed together on the couch for a little TV. Can Skippyjon watch Quiz Kitties with us? Asked Jillyboo. Not right now, Pigeon Puff, answered Mama. Skipperdoodle still has some serious Siamese thinking to do. But Skippyjon Jones wasn't thinking Siamese. He was thinking Chihuahua. That's his mother and the girls on the couch. I can never really tell their names apart, so bear with me. This is the kitty boy. He's going into his closet. What do you think's inside? Quiet as a cotton ball, Skippito rolled into his closet. He blew past a boulder, choked up a hill, and arrived alongside a shack perched 2 bones shy from at the end of the world. Where the heckito am I? Wondered Skippito aloud. The place bloomed with sniffing noses. Who wants to know? Growled a voice from inside. It is I, Skippito Fresquito, the great sword fighter, the great bumblebito eater, the great fly defeater, the great spider biter, the greatest pocoperito of them all, said Skippito. Suddenly, a rope cut at the air with a snappito and wrapped around his paw. Whoa! Said Skippito as he flew under the curtain and into the shack. So, this is a little shack. Wow, there must be a lot of dogs in here. I can't imagine keeping that many dogs. That would drive me crazy. The house was chock full of chihuahuas. They were cavorting in the cupboards and splashing in the sink. They were chilling in ice cube trays and melting into drinks. And sitting right in the middle of the mayhem were his old amigos, los chimichangos. Hola, Skippito, Don Diego, the biggest of the small ones, grinned. We have been waiting for you, dude. As I said, look at all the dogs. There's dogs everywhere. I can't imagine keeping that many dogs. I don't want to know the smell. See, Skippito, said Poquito Tito. Yesterday morning, we left the house to buy some beans, and at night, when we returned, a Pablito is in the casa burrito. Not in the little doghouse, exclaimed Skippito. Uh-huh, said Poquito Tito. He's a fanatica, so dramatica, and he bubbles, and he nods, and erotica. He must be a pain in the sciatica, said Skippito. He is a yes man, added Don Diego, and all of the doggies nodded. Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. A jumbolito pain, agreed Pocodatito, and you are just what the doctor ordered. This made the Buchitos feel so good that they all began to sing and dance. First you turn your music way up loud, then you nod your head up and down, and wag your local tail back and forth to the chimichanga-ramba-na cha-cha-cha. Stop it! You are killing me, dudes, said Skippito. See, right there is Don Diego, the biggest, and there's Poquito Tito, the little one. I personally like Chihuahuas, but I didn't know they came in this many sizes. And this is all of them dancing around. So cute. Enough of the monkey business, said Poquito Tito, as he pulled Skippyjo outside and over to a giant tortilla. Lie down and close your eyes, ordered Poquito Tito. ¿Por qué? asked Skippyjo nervously. Because, dude, said Poquito Tito, at 5 o'clock, El Abuelo Crispito will spill the frijoles. Not the beans again, said Skippyjo. At 5 bells, a Chihuahua as old as Montezuma popped out of the holy boulder and brought forth 3 beans. It's a 3-beaner, declared the perritos. Then they rolled Skippyjo into a 3-bean burrito. Now we are sure to have good luck. That's Skippyjo on the tortilla. A tortilla, if you guys don't know, is like a little it's like a little flatbread. Flatbread. Mexicans like to use this for their cuisines like flautas, quesadillas, all that good stuff. And that is Abuelo Crispito. He's a really cute dog, but yeah, he's cute in his own way. Then the burrito was packed onto the skateboard with the rest of the buchitos, and together they rolled over the cliff and into the Valley of the Dogs, singing as they went. Yes, cerito, it's the return of our boy Skippyjo. A bird in his ear said we needed him here. It's kaboom to the big babalito. Those chimichangos in the burrito flew into the town of Pato Pato Ganzo faster than a flea on a flying furball. To the right of the square stood La Casa Perito. Mira, Skippyjo, howled Don Diego. The nodding babalito is up in the Attica. But Skippyjo was too scared to look. Ooh, real spooky place. If you guys can see the babalito, let me know. And that's them going all the way down. Must be really far. The burritos did not give a hootito about Skippyjo's jitters. They just wanted the babalito out, and he was the dog for the job. With one big flourish, the burritos unrolled the tortilla and tossed the kitty boy and the beans up, up, up into the air until he landed on the roof of the doghouse. Go get him, Skippyjo, cried the pochitos. Oh, mamolita, cried Skippyjo, catching a glimpse of the hulking shadow of the babalito. That's the tortilla right there. Guess all the pochitos are too scared. Oingy boingy bouncy pouncy. Skippyjo flashed his naughty monkey eyes and lunged straight for the head of the babalito. Yee-haw-ito, hollered Skippyjo as he took the ride of his life. And in no time flat, the kitty boy brought that babalito right down to size. Faster than you can say, chili chewing chihuahuas, he grabbed the itty-bitty babalito and stuffed him into his pants. Lickety, splickety, rickety, tickety. Skippyjo rode the railing all the way down to the front door. Can you see his tail being puffed up? A cat's tail is usually puffed whenever they're excited or angry or scared. I think Skippyjo is very excited to bring this guy down. He did the deed, so he's going home. And he bounced into the good night air, landing right in the middle of the fluffy white tortilla. Los chimichangos rolled Skippyjo up snug as a bug and began to chant. Muchas gracias, Skippy-Dibby-Dango, bye, babalito, boogie-woogie tango, muchos, puchos, iki-sticky-mango, gozo, bozo, chimi-chimi-chango. One more time! Muchas gracias, Skippy-Dibby-Dango, bye, babalito, boogie-woogie tango, muchos, puchos, licky-sticky-mango, gozo, bozo, chimi-chimi-chango. and they carried the burrito all the way back to his room. See? Little guy's going home. With Quiz Kitties over, Mama June Bug Jones directed her ears toward Skippyjon's very quiet room. Mused Mama. I wonder what he's up to. She told the girls to go and take a peek. He's all wrapped up in his old white blankie, said Jezebel. Now he's talking in my itty-bitty bobblehead, said Jujubee. Maybe he's thinking Siamese, added Jillyboo. Really? Asked Mama. Oh, he's such a little crumb-cake. That's Mama and the girls again. Do you think Skippyjon Jones has thought about being a Siamese cat? Nah. But Skippyjon Jones was not thinking Siamese. He was still thinking Chihuahua. Do you like mice and beans? Skippyjon asked the bobblehead. Then he touched the itty-bitty kitty's nose with the tip of his blanket. The bobblehead just nodded. Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. Me too, said Skippyjon Jones. All right, so that was Skippyjon Jones in the Doghouse. I hope you've liked my video and all the other videos I've posted so far. Again, a reminder to like and subscribe to my channel so your child or yourself, if you want, can see all of the bedtime story videos I'm going to do in the foreseeable future. I'll be sure to keep you posted with updates in case I get a weird schedule or something like that, but until then, see you next week!